Hi everyone, I'm Patty Barr. I'm the Director of iCater here at the University of Iowa in Iowa City. And iCater stands for the Iowa Center for Assistive Technology, Education and Research. My contact information is right here on the screen, and this is a recorded webinar. Today I wanted to talk about some math apps, and I'm going to look at my iPad over here to make me just a little bit smaller. So I've got my math apps over here, and actually the one that I want to look at is one on multiplication. These are from iDev. Let's see, iDev Books. Multiplication is this one. And I've got two that talk about multiplication. One talks about long multiplication, and the other one is partial products. So we're going to look at those two today. They're fairly similar, but you can take a peek. So here we go. So this one is like many of the iDev products, in that it is just a simple way for students to be able to practice their math skills. This one is practicing multiplication. This one you can change your settings so that you can change how many are in the upper digit on up to 5, or you can change the lower digit up to 4. So the most complicated is 5 by 4, and the least complicated is your 1 by 1. So you could just work on your multiplication tables if you wanted to. So we'll start with like a 3 by 1 to begin with, and then we'll go to one a little more difficult. You can change the theme from this is white on black to black on white to a sepia. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of a little bit of almost a tan color in the background. We're going to go back to this white on black. Animations, you'll see what those are, but you can go from slow to fast. Allow decimals. Right now I'm not going to, but we certainly could. Show current operation and highlight operands. So take a peek at those. Fairly simple again, but let's go ahead and do this one. So times 1. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that one. It's just too simple. You guys know that one anyway. So we're going to go to a new one. So I'm going to just say, oh, let's try a new one. All right, so we've got 874 times 6. So it's actually highlighting the 4 times 6 because that's what we need to do first. And so 6 times 4 is, let's say it's 22. Well, it just sits there. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't go anywhere because 6 times 4 is not 22. It's actually 24. So when I actually put in the right number, the 24, it comes up with, it puts the 4 down on the bottom and it carries the 2. So that, and then the next thing it tells us to do is right down here. It says that we should do 6 times 7 plus the 2. So 6 times 7 is what? 42, plus 2 is 44. So we'll put in a 44 and do it right this time. And then we've got 8 times 6, again 6 times 8 plus 4. So we've got, what's that? 48 plus 4 is that 50? So let's do it wrong again. And it just sits there because it's not right. So I think it's 52. And so it comes up with the full, and the full answer, and it gives it to you in 2 ways. So it shows it to you this way as well as this way, so you can learn that notation and that those new notations are equivalent. So let's go back to our settings and make this a little more difficult. So we'll do one that's 2 digits. And let's go ahead and do that one. And we can do, again, 3 times 1 is 3. And that's the animation. You could make that faster or slower if you wanted to. 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 8, 24 plus the 1. And so it's got it down here, 3 times 8 plus 1. 24, that's what, 25. And it gives us the answer. Okay, so pretty simple, a nice way for students to try this. If you wanted to set this and you say, okay, I want to have a specific something in there, I can do 234, oops, let's get rid of that, 234 times 65. So I can put in my own if I want to, which is nice for maybe testing, or maybe if you wanted to keep up with an example that maybe the teacher was doing with the class. So let's, and that's pretty much it for this multiplication. So that was long multiplication, and we're going to just look at partial products as well. So here's partial products. And again, this is going to look really similar. So your settings, you can have your upper digits or your lower digits. So we could do 3 by 3. Let's do a 2 by 2. Again, that theme that you saw in our earlier. And animations, right now we've got them at fast. So we will leave it there, and you can see kind of the difference that the numbers go up into from here, go up here a little faster. So let's go ahead and do this one. 7 times 9 is what? Let's see, is it 63? And that just snapped right up there, didn't it? It didn't really show you it down here and then put it up here again. 9 times 9 is, or 9 times 90 is 810. Where's that? Right there. See, it automatically goes up there. Let's slow that down just a little bit and just show you how it is when it's really slow. So the next partial sum is 70, and it goes up there very slowly. So you get to you can see the difference in those. So then 9 times 1 is actually 10 times 90 is 900. And again, it's going up there real slow. And then it's going to have us add those up. So again, 3 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 3. And then 7 plus 6 plus 1 is 14. And you can see it puts the little 1 down here, because instead of carrying it up here, it puts it down here for you. So 8 plus 9 plus 1 is what? 18. Let's see what it does if I do it wrong. 19. It just sits there because it's wrong. So we'll do it as 18. And it comes up, and that's our answer. So a couple of pretty simple programs, but I think these are really nice for students to be able to practice their multiplication. They don't have to worry about having to write things out and keeping things in alignment, which I think are really, really important when you're doing these skills. And especially for students that maybe have some trouble with organization, students that have trouble with writing, or even students with math disabilities. These could be some nice tools for students